All right, live. Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, it's what's up, man. We in the building.
Yeah, yeah. You already know the vibes. It's Friday, so you know what that means. We're gonna
Yeah,
run this city.
yeah.
If you
Big fan,
if you
Breezy
in
and
the
Tea Time. What's
yes,
good?
yes, yes, sir. If you in the building, you know what to do. Press them shares. You know what we about to do. We about to get our shares on.
Yeah.
You can always use your help with that. That's a
So,
fact.
yes,
You feel me?
indeed.
And in customary tradition, you know, it's gonna sound real bootleg. Pardon me, man. It's gonna sound real bootleg, but we gonna play the intro today. We gonna play the intro today. It's gonna sound bootleg, but we gonna play the intro. So groove out to these tunes, man.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my niggas one of a kind. Greatest of all time. I create the wave. Fuck it, I'm stuck in my ways. Paper is all we about, nigga. All that beefing for the lame dudes. They just be running their mouth, nigga. Had me call a Brook and Rumble. Had them grimy niggas run up in your house, nigga. Cannon all up in your mouth. Ugh. Rick James on your couch. Whoa. Cheddar bang with the cloud. Oh, Barry Blue with the account. Oh, only losers talking down, but looking up to me when I come around. That's why I got the crown. These dudes ain't ill rapping, they frail, nigga. That shit I can't feel like in the skill. I'm sleeping on rappers like Bill after the pill, yeah. Fuck is on your mind, boy. Came back to put you niggas back in line, boy. Get a good looking niggas on your side, boy. All bitch niggas, whole click a bunch of tomboys. Go, Staten Island, yeah, it's my boy. I ain't trying, I just do it on the side, split a guy. How y'all in the booth all day and still playing catch up? You ain't even got a job. Defeat these niggas in my leisure. Beastin', rest in peace when I'm on that feature. Beastin', he's rapping and Mac, I let feed him. Niggas G'ing him if they saying they seeing him. See me and my niggas one of a kind. Probably why everybody be so mad at us all the time. I ain't aiming at nothing, I'm just detonating the bomb. It's a new line since we messing with niggas' mind. Fuck around and have a Billy in a P-code. Just a Rigo for a grip. Leave a nigga stitch on the lead low. To me, you niggas is rooted the loom. They keep it brief though. We on, leave a nigga brief on. I ain't meek though. See all of my niggas riding in the streets though. None of us ain't doing what he started on you like a hilly. I'm up in the semi, no bluff. It'll lift a nigga up. Tell the niggas that I be the one with the wave. Got a little shorty with the pose. In the stage, all my niggas black and with the white. A bunch of renegades. You ain't with the action on my life. You niggas just a rage. You ain't gotta act on with the shits, nigga. Messing with the flow, can tell by how I flip, niggas. Stepping up the medication, get a dish, nigga. Barry with the bat, just hit me when you need a hit, nigga. Known back, I'ma knock it out the park. CBS is lighting up the dog. You don't wanna see the spark. Pop a nigga, let us see the twirl. You can have the Ellen, nigga. I'ma need the word known fact. I'ma knock it out the park. CBS is lighting up the dark. You don't wanna see the sparks. They're gonna do it. Give a fuck about who do it first. You can have the island. I'ma need the universe. I create the way. These niggas riding. I create the way. These niggas riding. I create the way. My niggas one of a kind. These niggas riding. I create the way. These niggas riding. Fuck it, I'm stuck in my ways. Paper is all we about, nigga. All that beefing for the lame dudes. They just be running their mouth, nigga. Yeah, my niggas one of a kind. Greatest of all time. I create the way. These niggas fire around it.
So you already know the vibes. We ain't got no applause, so I'm gonna just hit y'all with this. Bing bong. Yeah.
Nah, wasn't really rocking the bing bong, that's for
Yeah.
sure. That's
Yeah.
right.
You already know the rivalry. You know, got to do the shout outs real quick for my people in the building. Kev, first comment in the building today. I see you, Kev. Fast Trash in the building.
Oh
Mama
man.
in the building. Raymond is in the building. Yes,
Mhm.
it's looking real orange and blue in these comments, and I'm loving it. You feel me?
So good.
Sir. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? So, you know, you know, yeah, neither team has
I'm
had
like
a great week,
splitting
man.
here. Huh?
Yeah, neither of our teams had a great week. So, you know what I
Why you
mean?
want to start like that?
I said,
At least the players want to play for my team, man. Randall on his way out.
oh, that's cat. See, look, this is what you gonna start off making yourself
Randall
sound
ready
silly.
to just leave.
So, all
Yo,
right. So
what
I'm
about
gonna
the
ask you
picture? Let me
this.
ask you this. Can I
No,
ask you
I'm gonna
this?
ask you this. I'm gonna ask you
You
this
gonna ask
first,
me something?
right?
I was gonna ask you something first.
I'm gonna ask you this because you started off making ridiculous statements, right?
Bro,
What facts do you have to back that up? That Randall doesn't want to be here.
listen, two things. I don't know if they facts, but one thing I will say is this. I seen a picture with Randall. It was a huddle. Randall wasn't in it. He was outside of the huddle. Why is he outside of the huddle? He's supposed to be a Nick leader.
So
He's supposed to be the leader of the team.
so that's what you're basing it on.
Yeah, some of that.
So
And
boom.
I heard,
Yeah. I'm gonna let you finish.
and I heard, and I'm not validating these what I heard. This is just water cooler talk. Just talk around the office. I hear that he'll leave for the right fettuccine.
All right.
For the right price, he might. LaGuardia is that way. JFK is that way.
All right. So
I don't know.
here we go. Now, this is why I'm gonna make you look silly, right? Because one, you this is why I'm saying, like, you really need to know what you're talking about before you start talking about. Literally today, Julius Randle was quoted by the New York Post and other reputable sources saying that he reconfirming his commitment to New York Knicks, saying that he wants to stay here and help the Knicks win a championship. Whether that be whether that be whatever that looks like. What, bro? You need to chill out. So whatever that looked like, he reaffirmed that he wants to be a Knick. But here you go talking about players that want to leave when you should be worried about players on your team that want to leave, because multiple sources have stated that James Harden is tested free agent and he want his way out. Multiple sources are saying he don't even like living in Brooklyn. But here you are, off the rip.
I could speak to that.
Capping. Here you are off the rip capping about Julius Randle.
Can I speak to that?
When literally is a fact that this man said today that he wants to stay a Knick. And he doesn't regret his decision signing with the Knicks. But here we go. We started off months ago when I told you when James Harden, before the season started, y'all was saying James Harden in the offseason was supposed to have a deal by training camp. Training camp doesn't come. And he's like, I don't want to worry about a deal now. I want to focus on the season. Now, all these rumors is coming out talking about how he's going to test free agency next year. But here you are capping about Julius Randle instead of worrying about your own team.
Okay,
I'm done now.
You finished or you done? When it come down to Harden leaving, whether he chooses to leave or not in the offseason is not my concern. Hear this from Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, and hear me clearly. The truth is, a player knows at the negotiating table, we talking numbers. So if that is the situation, he's going to play well for his exit strategy. And he's been playing well. We've been winning more games with Harden than not. Kyrie came back. We're 3-3 since Kyrie came back. In the games he's played with, 3 games, we won 3 games, we lost 3 games. But for the most majority of games with Harden, when you look at the stats, we won the games like heavy on the maybe 60-70% of the games we won with Harden. And I'm saying when he's on the floor, whether it be with him by himself or Kyrie or KD. Kyrie and KD, you know what I mean? So now that being said, Harden wouldn't get traded now. He would get traded or something like that in the off season, is why I'm not worried. So I know he's going to play hard. And again, as far as negotiating, you're going to negotiate how you negotiate after you win a championship is different on how you negotiate on you know what I'm saying? If not, and I think that speaks to why he didn't sign in the off season, because the way the numbers will look, because he only played into the second round, would be different if he actually was healthy and went the distance. So again, I think it was a good business move for him not to sign on the negotiation side. That's the business side. But as a fan, yeah, you want to make sure all of the stars are solidified that we stay. KD, he committed. And I like the fact that KD committed. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Harden goes, again, like I said, I'm not heavy on it. I'm not heavy. It's not a heavy worry for me or worry at all, because that won't happen to me at all this season. It will all be off season if it did ever happen.
That was just a very long-winded puff of BS. What are you talking about, bro? You talk about.
I don't think he's getting traded this season.
Well, that's true because that's true because the main team who wants to trade for him is probably Philly. You feel me? And Philly said they're not interested in dealing Ben Simmons into the offseason. But that's not even where I'm going with this. I'm going with the fact that Now all of a sudden you're not worried about it. You feel
I'm
me?
not worried.
And who's to say who's to say they didn't offer him the max like they was planning on offer him the max? You feel me? Because up until training camp, both sides were very optimistic about getting a deal done before the season started. And then out of nowhere, there's no deal. And James Harden still puffing your head up. Oh, I want to resign.
James Harden is out playing every Nick player on your team. What are you talking about? Yo,
but what does that have to do?
The numbers he's putting up.
So look, why you cutting me off first of all? Look, this how you know when you're getting cooked. Because look, you're cutting me off, and you're talking about something that has nothing to do about. We talk about James Harden leaving right now.
No, but what I'm saying is,
I wasn't done. I let you talk about your whole
not getting nothing.
Chillax.
Done.
I let you give you all that the BS that you was talking. I sat here quiet for a reason. This is exactly the reason why I sat here quiet, because here you go talking about something that has nothing to do with James Harden wanting to leave the Nets after you said James Harden loved it here and he was going to be here. You feel me? And now
he confirmed that. He confirmed that with his words. He said he wanted to stay. In a post-game interview, right when the rumors came out, it was a game after we lost, and they asked him if he was frustrated. He said, yeah, I'm frustrated because we're not healthy. I'm frustrated because I know we're a better team than the record shows. So, yes, he came out and spoke to that exactly. But that was my take on it.
What I'm saying is, I didn't hear you quote him say that he want to say. I heard you quote that he's frustrated.
He want to say. Yes, he
said
exactly
what he said. Because I told you exactly what Julius Randle said, word for word.
No, bro, that's what he said in a post-game interview. Yes, that's what he said.
He said he wanted to stay. Like, what was the wording? Like, that's what I want to know. You told me about him being frustrated. You told me exactly what he said about being frustrated.
He said the wording was, they asked Harden if he was frustrated. He said, yes, I'm frustrated because the record doesn't show the team that we are, and because of injuries, and he just explained it, and he was more thorough. I'll get the quote before the show ends. But he spoke to this direct question, like his quote. And again, emphasis on if he did, it wouldn't be now. It would definitely be in the off season. So my thing is, the championship run is still happening, regardless of the rumors. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all, on the other hand, was supposed to go on the playoffs, and Evan looked like he might get traded. Kemba looked like he might get traded. Burks might look like he might get traded. They trying to trade your whole squad. Oh, your whole squad is up on the trading. Like, they.
First of all, that's cap. Not the whole squad. That's cap. So now, again.
The new guys, they saying, okay, the new guys didn't work.
Not only the new guys. Again, this is what I'm saying about you needing to know what you're talking about, right? So, again, like this, because this is easily Googleable stuff that, since you want to bring these things up, you can easily Google this stuff before you start talking, right? But here we go, right? So now, the rumor is that they're looking to trade some veterans to make room for the new stars that's coming up. You feel me? They're open to trading veterans to make room for the new stars that's coming up. So now that means we might be looking to get more assets that we already have. You feel me?
What assets y'all got?
What you talk about? Oh, we have $1 million in change draft picks. That's what you call an asset.
Like what do you mean $1 million in change? Like, what asset? How is that? What asset? Like, what specifically is the draft pick?
I said, how you mean as an asset?
No, I'm saying, what is the draft pick? You said it's
like, how are you confused about this? This is a common basketball term.
I said, what is the draft pick? What draft picks do you have?
We have a ton of first and second round draft picks in the upcoming years.
So late first round? Mid first round?
It depends. You don't know these things until the teams finish placing. What are you talking about? Like, what kind of question is that? Like, you can't tell if you're going to have an early first round draft pick or a late first round draft pick until the teams place that season. That's a wild question. So, back to what I was saying, we already have a ton of assets, and us looking to move veterans to make room for the future stars, meaning the Quentin Grimes, the Cam Reddishes, You feel me? That means
you gotta show me something.
we're probably looking. See more of what? This
you said future stars. I don't see it. Like Quentin Grimes got to show me more to say he a future star. What has he done besides that first game to show that he's a future star? Show me more. Cam Thomas,
this is what I'm saying.
Cam Thomas is a better rookie than Quentin Grimes. That's when you mention future star. Don't mention future star with those kind of numbers that Quentin putting up. Cam
Thomas is not a future star, bro.
Yes, he is.
Cut the cap. Second of all, this is why I know you don't watch Knicks basketball, because anybody with 2 eyes can see that Quentin Grimes is the fucking truth. Anybody with 2 eyes.
Kessler Edwards is the truth. Kessler Edwards is better than Quentin Grimes too.
Cap. This is more cap.
Kessler get more minutes than Quentin Grimes.
This is more cap.
Tommy T.
This is why you're capping. This is more cap.
Yo,
you know how many games recently that Kessler Edwards didn't even play? Quentin Grimes has been playing every game.
Every game he started.
Quentin Grimes is playing every game. The reason why he's starting is because who's injured? Who's injured and ain't been playing? When those guys ain't playing, he starts. But
Kessler
when your team is healthy,
Kessler
Edwards get no PT. Quentin Grimes has been getting PT even when everybody's been healthy.
Wow.
What are you talking about?
He averaged 26.8 minutes a game. What's your player average?
How many games does he play, though? How many NDPs that he have, though? You feel me? Like, what are you talking about?
How
many MVPs? NDPs.
Did not play, you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro, I did the recent games. I can't see it. He ain't playing the first beginning of the season. Now he been getting minutes. Since he started getting minutes, he kept getting minutes. And this is the difference between other rookies. No, I ain't gonna lie. Him and Davon, yes.
See, this is where you're capping. Because ever since Quentin Grimes started getting minutes, after he went to COVID protocol, and ever since he been back, he played every game. What are you talking about?
I was talking about on my team, on the Brooklyn Nets. Ever since Kessler started getting minutes, he's gotten the most minutes out of all of the rookies. He's a hooper, bro. He got.
I'm talking about you was comparing him to Quentin Grimes, and I'm telling you that Quentin Grimes, since he got minutes, since he got his first start, after he came back from COVID protocol, has played every game.
Bro, all right, that's nice. That's nice.
But you said Kessler been getting more minutes than him, and I'm like, how many games Kessler did not play? All right. Quentin Grimes played every game.
He played 7. First off, he played 17 games. So just you doing the math right there. He played 17 games. He averaged 26 minutes, 8 points a game, shooting 45%, grabbing 4 boards. And this don't tell it all. If you watch the games, you see this defense that he provides. He got some of the best defense as a rookie right now, man.
That's cap.
Yes, I said this last week. He played DeMar DeRozan, put a defense on him. He played Ingram and put defense on him. And he played I think one more player. I forget offhand what his name was, but he played good defense on him too. Bradley Beal. It was Bradley Beal.
Quentin Grimes shut down a player that was cooking y'all. Talking about what's that boy name from Cleveland?
Cooking. Rubio got 37 on y'all in Cleveland.
What does that have to? But he wasn't playing. Well, I'm talking about what's the boy name?
Yeah, he ain't doing the Rubio in the Garden.
He wasn't playing that game. So what are you talking about? Like, there you go. Talk about something that has nothing to do with what we talk about right now. What's the boy name? Darius Garland, whatever his name is. He was cooking the Nets.
Please.
They put Grimes on them, and Grimes shut that boy down.
Grimes could never do it. Grimes was in the game 2 minutes when he played the Knicks. He ain't ready for the Nets. He could play good defense on all those other teams. When it comes to us, he lucky he get in the game. Tommy T don't want him in the game. What are you talking
about? Are you not listening? Since his first start, and then he went on COVID protocol. Since he came back, he's played every game since then.
Okay, I respect it. I'm just saying.
So what are you were just about to say Tommy T don't put him in a game, and I've been telling you this whole time since he got his first start. Coach Tommy T has put him in a game every game since then.
Like I said, your boy Quentin Grimes averaged 16 minutes, 5 points, and 40% he shoot. when he grabbed a board a game and averaged 1 assist. And like I said, I know it don't tell at all, but at the end of the day, bro, he played 30 games. Like he played Kessler played 17 games, Quentin played 30 games. So he played 13 more. So he played more than Kessler. I give him that. But nah, to just say that, nah. These guys, all right, what I will say is this: Cam Thomas, Kessler Evans, and Day'Ron Sharpe, they could be our big three. They our new big three when this we got two big threes, man. We got KD, Kyrie, and Harden, and then we got another big three with Cam Thomas, Kessler, and Day'Ron Sharpe. Of course, this is the first time you're hearing this, and you might not look at it, may tickle you. You know, this may tickle your fancy hearing this, but I'm letting you know you're listening to the future of the Brooklyn Nets. We can build a championship team around these three players, and they're playing with KD, Kyrie, and Harden right now. It's gonna be
Oh
beautiful.
man,
Watch how amazing.
yo,
It's
ooh,
gonna be so
ooh,
amazing. And then
ooh,
you're gonna
ooh,
say, yo, Big
ooh.
Fan Breezy, I acknowledge your wisdom. I thank you for bestowing
Imagination.
it upon thy ears. Remember, I said this, but okay, you don't listen. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to let you know.
Imagination.
Day'Ron Sharpe giving trouble to every big man that he won against thus far. The only thing that go wrong with Day'Ron Sharpe is him not getting more minutes. If Steve Nash continues to play Day'Ron Sharpe, you're gonna see when that top 10 rookie list come out, he's gonna be on it. Cam Thomas is gonna
Yo,
start debating whether or not he should be on that ladder. He made it 2 weeks
Day'Ron
ago.
Sharpe is the best rookie you got.
Day'Ron Sharpe, Kessler
Yeah,
Edwards, and Cam Thomas is all
Day'Ron
debatable.
Sharpe is the best out of all of them. Yeah,
You can,
he's
it's fine.
he's
You
the
can
best
think
out of
that,
all
but
of
why
them,
you
and
think
it's
that?
a fact.
Why you think that?
Because his impact on the game is immediate. You feel me? And
It is.
it's more than one way. You feel me? Like he's a pretty decent defender. Uh,
Mhm.
he can score around the basket when he's getting the ball. You feel me? And
Yeah, yeah,
he could rebound. He's a really good rebounder.
yeah,
Like I like his game. His game to me is uh more NBA ready than the other two.
yeah.
You feel me?
I'm saying we could build around those three. Those three
Yeah,
we
I
gonna
don't know
build
about
around
them
for
being
sure.
the big three, but yeah, okay.
Again, like you said, our teams, in my opinion, was like you said, it was a rough week for both teams. You know what I'm saying? So again, I feel like what in our last 10, we 4-6. We got a 3-game losing streak. So we trying to find our identity. And me watching the team right now, currently without Kevin Durant, you could see where we miss down the stretches in the fourth quarter, third quarter, rough patches where we can't score the ball, where we miss Kevin Durant, where we
Which,
could just get a ball to KD and he scored bunches and points. And then the other team got a call timeout. Why?
which is
Because we had Kevin Durant. Not having KD is part of the reason why we 4-6 on our last 10.
yo,
Now,
yeah,
I'm not making excuses. I'm
because
saying that
yeah,
as
that
far
that
as
kind of sound like
identity,
excuses.
I'm saying when it come down to identity of the team, bro, trust me when I tell you that we realizing that Cam Thomas can create his own shot. Patty Mills got no business being a point guard. If he's going to be on the floor, it got to be at a 2 guard capacity where he could find Aldridge like that, but him just facilitating, not what he does. But Nash, 24, he's tied 24 for Philly for starting lineups. This is the 24th starting lineup by Steve Nash this season. So,
Yeah, so
Steve Nash is getting it in when it comes to
and,
the lineups. You know what I'm
and you
saying?
know it's crazy that you saying that down the stretch is the reason why y'all losing games because y'all don't have KD when you have James Harden on your team. That doesn't make sense to me. You feel me?
No,
Like
to
that
me
that
it makes
doesn't
sense.
that doesn't make sense to me
It
because
makes sense to me.
because
I
because
understand how it's
you have
happening.
a top 10, you have a top 5 player on your team. Well, before this season he was considered a top 5 player. I don't know if he still ranks that high
I don't
after
know, man. He
after this
breaking
season.
records. You know what I'm saying? Mr.
But
Triple Triple. Mr.
yeah,
Triple
I
W.
mean, but that goes along with his work from previous seasons. You feel me? Like
No,
that's
I'm talking about
yeah.
Nets records. He's
Oh,
breaking those triple double
well,
records.
first of all, that's not a hard bar to
But
jump
I'm
over.
saying the
You
records
feel
he
me? It's not
breaking is him as a net.
breaking net
That's all I'm
records
saying.
ain't really a high bar to jump over. But anyway, back to what I was saying.
Especially
Like,
at the Garden, they just get career highs like it ain't nothing. But
I
continue.
mean, every team gets career highs put on them. So there's that. You feel me? But anyway, back to what I was saying. Well, yeah, a few Knicks put up career highs at the Garden this year too. So there's that. But you don't want to talk about that though, right? I know.
Bro, I'm a
Yeah.
Nets fan. I want to talk about Nets stuff.
So yeah. So back to what I was saying about the fact that y'all can't figure out how to close out games when you have James Harden on your team is ridiculous to me. You feel me? Like he's James Harden.
We better at clutch games than y'all.
I've seen James Harden, not recently, not since KD's gone down. y'all been looking sorry since KD's gone down. You feel me? Y'all was number one. Now y'all fourth, about to be fifth. You feel me? Like what? So yeah, since KD's gone down, it's been going downhill because y'all was number one. Now y'all number 5. So
we're number.
You're 4. Excuse me.
Right, we're number 4 in clutch games. To be specific, we're 16-9. In clutch games, the New York Knicks are number 16 with 12 wins and 13 losses. Tread lightly. Y'all lose more clutch games than win them.
But what I'm saying, what we was talking about, we were talking that is encompassing the whole season. What I'm talking about since KD went down, y'all ain't been closing out no games. And I'm saying this. It's ridiculous that y'all can't close out close games. Just out of your mouth that you just said that y'all struggling and missing KD in the fourth quarter. You just said that. You feel me? So what I'm saying is it's ridiculous that y'all struggling this way in the fourth with James Harden on your team. You feel me? And as far as
I disagree.
You just said it.
No, but I disagree on why we're struggling. Like I understand that defenses could collapse on the player because Harden does everything. So my thing is, what happens with Kyrie and Harden is on the floor, they can't double and triple Harden. They know that they don't know where the offense is going to come from with Kyrie on the floor. So I understand why we could lose with just Harden playing. And that being said, I know how we could utilize Harden without him just facilitating the ball. He could have Cam Thomas or another player break the defense down. Once that's done, then we could look for him in his spot, wait till he hot to find his shot, and then we good. That's how I look at it. Because Cam Thomas could break down the defense.
There's another reason why this is a weak excuse. You feel me?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it is. Because how are you saying they could collapse on James Harden when you talk so highly about these other players, but they're not good enough to help James Harden close games? We talk about Patty Mills, LaMarcus Aldridge. We talking about the rookies that you talk about. They're not good enough to help James Harden close games, and we're not talking about people that were considered scrubs. We're talking about Patty Mills, like he's a pretty decent player. We talking about LaMarcus. We talking about
that's the record without KD. 3 and 4.
We talking about LaMarcus Aldridge, who was a former All-Star and still playing pretty good basketball.
Yeah, he got more votes than Randall. You seen that? To the All-Star?
Is he going to the All-Star game?
I'm just saying, Randall's supposed to be the leader of your team, and he can't get more votes than the guy off our bench.
Who is he going? That's my question. Is he going? But these are the same fans. These are the same fans that voted Andrew Wiggins into the All-Star game. Like
Devon Carter got more than Evan.
Evan's playing like shit. Like Evan don't deserve All-Star votes.
What happened to your French fry phone? Yeah, you still want to keep him on out of here. Keep it real.
I don't want to trade anybody. I think that he will serve better going to the bench. You feel me? Coming off the bench. That's my solution. I don't really want to trade him. I want to start Grimes in quickly and have Kemba and Evan come off the bench. I think Kevin and Ember will kill coming off the bench. They'll be playing against lesser talent. They don't have to worry about sharing the ball with Julius Randle as much and RJ Barrett. They could go and search for their own offense with the second unit versus trying to fit in playing with RJ being the third and fourth options on the offense, because that's what they are. Like Julius Randle is RJ's the number 1 now. Julius Randle's the number 2. Then Evan and Kemba are 3 and 4. In the second unit, they immediately would go to, if not the first, at least the second and third options with the second unit. I don't think that we should trade anybody. I think a simple solution is moving Evan and Kemba to the bench. They would kill there. Yeah, that's my solution.
I mean, again, y'all added them for offense, and in the top 10 offensive ratings, y'all not there. My thing is with us, I feel like what we need to work on with KD not there is finding someone else to go to because defense will stop us from just going to Harden to win the game. And I seen Patty Mills flourish. I seen Cam Thomas flourish. I seen Kessler played great defense the whole entire game. I see Day'Ron Sharp. We win a lot of games when he gets minutes, and I think Nash is going to have to put his foot on the coach pedal and put Day'Ron in more minutes. The only reason why he didn't play last game is because of a non-COVID related illness. So I imagine he'll be back in the lineup, and we don't have a situation where we want to trade the rookie Day'Ron Sharp. Or, in my opinion, the trade talks we got wasn't really hard, and it was on Nick Claxton, Bruce Brown, Javon Carter, and James Johnson, right? So James Johnson is funny. He's one of those interesting pieces. I can see why he'll be on the trade block. Javon Carter, he had a good game the other day. We always tease him as Net fans, but he had a good game the other day, so it works well for us. Either he does that with on our team, but we need more. We need him or Bruce Brown, and I understand why they want to trade them because we were winning games mostly when we had the best 3-point perimeter defense, and we had that with Bruce Brown. So Bruce Brown not being able to deliver on that, Malik Monk, we had a hard time in LA. He came and scorched us. Rivers, the next game, he came and scorched us behind a three. So my thing is, Bruce Brown's supposed to stop that guy. If Bruce Brown is not going to stop that guy, I feel like they're going to go forward from Bruce Brown. You understand what I'm saying? And same thing with Javon Carter. If he's supposed to be a 3-and-D guy too. If he can come in and help Harden facilitate as in make sure he brings the ball up where if they try to trap Harden or put pressure on him, he's there to help bring the ball up the floor and he could decrease our turnover, assist turnover ratio, like less turnovers, more assists, then that's where he's for. Or I think we will, you know what I'm saying, put him part of a package or something like that. But, I said all that to say we have to collectively beat these teams. We can't just go to KD in the fourth quarter because he's not there. And I think a go-to guy we do have is Cam Thomas. He does have a game winner. I think we look to him more when KD's not in the situation until he comes back. So I like Cam Thomas, and I think he will be a go-to guy for us, especially in these coming games. But not the home games, more not the road games, because Kyrie will be there.
So, yeah. I mean, y'all next like 5 games is crazy. You feel me? Like,
yeah, I know, I know. But we supposed to be an elite team to compete with these teams. It's supposed to be like a heavyweight match, us versus them. It's not supposed to look like on their calendar easy dub. Now we're supposed to go out there and compete with every team. You know what I mean? Phoenix, they gave us a tough time. I mean, they giving everybody a tough time this season, but we beat them last season. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a game or two that we beat them. I think we definitely beat them once. So I'm saying that to say we expected to compete with or without KD, right? But what I'm saying is we're expected to compete with or without KD. Like you said, Harden, he was a top 5, top 10 player. He's expected to compete. And again, he shows up. Him and Patty Mills, they had a great Christmas game where it was just him and Harden, and they did their thing. You know what I'm saying? That was a big game. We lost to LA the other day at the Barclays, and that's because Patty is cold. In my opinion, I want to see Steve Nash do a little more coaching there. Don't let the veterans lose us the game. If the veterans are cold, the veterans, they're going to get cold sometime. Give the rookies more minutes. Give them more opportunities not to just rotate the basketball, but actually take the shot. You know what I'm saying? Set the play up for them for them to score. I want to see Kessler shoot the ball more and Cam Thomas shoot the ball more. So it's looking good, man, for these rookies, man, and their roles with the Brooklyn Nets.
So I think it's really time for Coach Tommy T to make an adjustment. I said all of this like the last post game on Knicks-ish, but like we can't continue to watch the starting lineup struggle, And most of that struggle comes from when Evan and Kemba are not playing well or being aggressive. You feel me? Like, and when they're not doing that, there are liabilities on defense. You feel me? Like literally, when Kemba Walker is not scoring and not being aggressive, he's utterly useless on the court when he's not scoring. You feel me? When he's scoring,
Okay.
he's serving his purpose. You feel me? To go out there and get buckets, attack off of the pick and roll, and set up other players. When he's not doing that, he's utterly useless. And the same thing with Evan. When they're not scoring, they're a liability and it hurts the team. And
Right.
at least when I say you start Grimes and quickly over both of them, I'm saying that both of those guys defend even when their shots are not falling. You know? So at the very least, if they're not scoring, they could defend at a high level. And quickly is looking like the best point guard we got right now as far as controlling the tempo of the game. He needs to be in the starting lineup. I would take, like I said, take Kemba. Kemba comes off the bench. I think Kemba would. I think that's part of the reason why Rose is playing so well this late into his career is because he's going against most teams' second unit, and ain't nobody on the second unit could really fuck with Derrick Rose. Like, and I feel like
obviously,
and I'm saying the same thing could be the case with Kemba Walker. I don't see too many backup point guards being able to fuck with Kemba Walker, and I don't see him being as much of a struggle going against second units point guards defensively because they're not as good as the first guy. You feel me? So
yeah, you know, we
went
like that with Patty Mills.
Like,
yeah.
The same thing with Evan. Like, I think those guys are like, and I think that's the biggest part because defensively we're still playing pretty good basketball. We're keeping most teams around 100 or below 100 points. With the occasional game like Miami here and there, those are going to happen. You feel me? But on a night-to-night basis, we're still keeping teams, even when we're losing, to under 100 points or right around 100 points. Our issue is getting off the slow starts because of the starting five and slow third quarters because of the starting five. Like, if my thing is, it's time for Coach Tommy T to realize that and make the adjustment. Like, you can't keep on trying the same thing.
That's what I was saying.
You
he
can't
ain't
keep on
coaching
trying the
again
same
this
thing.
year.
Yeah, obviously not, but losing. Well, you can't try the same thing over and over and over again and expect different results. You feel me? Time for him to realize that Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier in the starting lineup, even the Alec Burke at point guard situation is not working. The pace is too slow. If you watch when I watch the games and I watch how Julius Randle and RJ Barrett play with Grimes and
who team is it, bro?
I see what you're trying to do, but
who
you're not saying
it, bro.
I see what you're trying to do. I'm gonna answer you, but I'm gonna say this. I see what you're trying to do, but you're not saying anything that I already haven't said. I just didn't expect it to happen this quickly. I've said that this is going to be RJ Barrett, and right or wrong, did I not say this is going to be RJ Barrett's team in the future?
I said it is now.
But all I'm saying is I wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. I didn't expect RJ Barrett to make this big of a leap in his game this quickly. I thought that we might have needed another season to see the way that he's playing. You feel me? So I already said this was going to be RJ Barrett's team. Like, this is not a surprise. Even with Julius Randle on the team, I said this is going to eventually be RJ Barrett's team. And I was just not expecting it to happen this quickly. And I'm happy that he's blossoming this quickly. I think, but back to what I was saying was RJ Barrett and Julius Randle play differently when Quick is on the court. Julius Randle operates the best out of the pick and roll when Quick is on the court. Quick don't allow Julius Randle to bring the ball up every possession. You feel me? Like, Quick is going to push the pace. And this is why I think Quick need to be in the starting lineup, because he's going to push the pace and force Julius Randle to run up the court. You want the ball, you're going to have to run up the court, bro, because he out. You feel me? Him and Grimes and RJ Barrett and Mitch, because Mitch want to get some easy buckets down the court too. those guys are going to run. And that's what we need to do because our offense, when we have Kemba Walker at point and when we have Alec Burke at point, is the slow. They have the slowest paces in the NBA for guys who get those kind of minutes. Alec Burke is the slowest, has the slowest pace in the NBA for the guy who get this kind of minutes, and Kemba Walker is number 2. You feel me? That's why the offense is struggling.
Yeah, no,
But yeah, I digress.
I can speak to that because, listening to the announcers, shout out to the announcers when I listen to the game, they always talk about pace. And they talk about, what team has the fastest pace and what team, doesn't. Minnesota, they mentioned them like this a fast-paced game. Like they're not waiting to get down, set up a play. Nah, they get it, transition. If they don't get the transition, it's a real quick play. Boom. They're not waiting for 22 seconds to go off the shot clock. Nah, they putting up a shot between 24 seconds and 14 seconds. It's a fast-paced game. And what I'm realizing is that teams have to find their identity when it comes to pace. When it comes to pace, you got to know if you got some young guys in there that's going to go in there and run and get you those transition baskets. This is why a guy like Bruce Brown, he could either be good for the Brooklyn Nets or another team because he can push the pace, but he has to play defense. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be certain games where he'll step up and play that good perimeter defense. And I think that's where winning basketball happens in the NBA right now by pushing the pace. The faster, the better. Charlotte scored like 158 points. How the hell that happened? You know what I'm saying? It got to be a fast-paced game for that to happen. The teams that's scoring the most points are the teams with the fastest pace. And I think that with the Brooklyn Nets, we're fast when we got a healthy team. That's our truth. But again, we have to slow our team down when LaMarcus Aldridge is getting more minutes due to injury because he's a big man, and I watched LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's slow.
He's not getting down the floor at no fast pace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was never a fast player. So
right.
You can't even blame that on age. He was never fast.
No, I'm just saying when you looking at teams and winning and identity and what we need to do to have a winning back culture, winning identity is know the pace of our game. We attack the basket, we fast, and we take way more 2-pointers than 3-pointers. That's the big difference between the Brooklyn Nets from last season to this season. So our identity is fast pace when we fully healthy. Now it's kind of harder. He very. I ain't gonna lie, he's a genius with the ball. It's hard to say what he'll do. He switches the momentum. It'll be fast, then he'll slow it down. You know what I mean? Harden does a lot of that. But what I will say is defenses, they start to catch up to Harden because it's no variety. There's no KD there. There's, you know what I mean? Sometimes no Kyrie there. So to
piggyback over what you were saying about pace and correlate it with my team, everybody knows that teams are loading up the court on Julius Randle, right? And the quickest way that the easiest way that you could do to diffuse that and get him some easy buckets to get him going is to speed up the pace. You feel me? And when you have guys like Julius Randle, who's amazing at attacking the rim, and RJ Barrett, you got that before. You can't let the defense set up on you. Or for misses and turnovers, y'all gotta run. You feel me? And I think that goes to show that oh, you muted yourself. Oh, that goes to show that Tibbs. We all know Tibbs ain't the greatest offensive mind. You feel me?
Nah,
Defensively, that's where he hangs his hat. But still, even then, you have to employ your team to pick up the pace. And another thing too is I don't understand why. This is kind of going off topic. I don't understand why we shoot so many threes. Like last game, bro, more than half of our shots were 3-point shots. Mm-hmm. More than half.
Yeah.
And they weren't going in.
I looked at that stat, and I'll do it because it's along the lines of the pace, because the 3-pointers, 2-pointers, it's pace. Minnesota was number 1 for attempts, and Knicks was up there, is my point. But they wasn't up there for efficiency. So regardless, exactly. And this is what I see what you're saying. This is what I criticized y'all about. And you saying the same thing in your own words, that regardless if y'all make them, y'all still take them. And I'm saying, how y'all, and I think that's why I want to hear what you're going to say. I got my own thoughts on it, but I'm going to go to the stat. Just talk to me, though.
So the reason why we end up taking a lot of 3-pointers, right? is because one, we don't have any pace. That's why they coincides. You feel me? There's no easy bet because teams are setting up and denying the paint from us and daring us to shoot 3-point shots. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Not
So
dare you. I double triple dare you.
yeah, so that's
Y'all
where it
10th.
comes from.
Y'all
You feel me?
10th. Y'all take 36 free throws. I mean, 36 3-pointers a game.
So so
That's a
so that's what was happening is the fact that teams we letting teams get back and set up their defense against us, and we're going against a set defense almost every time. It's very rare that I see us get a lot of transition baskets and easy baskets off of misses, like except for when RJ Barrett gets the rebound and go coast to coast with it. Like I feel like he's the only person who gets it. Like, bro, I'm getting this ball and I'm out, fam. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm out. I'm about to go get these easy 2 points, or I'm gonna get fouled. And
yeah.
and that's why I love when Quick is on the floor, because soon as Quick get the basketball, he's running. He's running.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we need to do more of. I think if we just do that, those two little things, put Ev and Kemba on the bench and let Quick speed up the pace for the first unit, you're going to see better production from the first unit. And I think Ev and Kemba is going to kill coming off the bench. And play Cam Reddish more give Cam Reddish more PT. Because, last game, I was pissed off. I ain't going to lie. Alec Burke was out there. He wasn't playing good. He was missing shots. Tibbs had him out there for mad long. We go down by 20. Then he put Cam Reddish in the fourth quarter. Cam Reddish played 5 less minutes than Alec Burke. He had 3 more points, a block, a steal. You feel me? And he was contesting shots because he's 6'8" with really long arms.
Yeah.
Cam Reddish could literally guard. Coach Tommy T likes Alec Burke because he could guard 1 through 3. Cam Reddish could do the same thing, but also Cam Reddish has a bigger bag on offense. Like, offensively, Cam Reddish has a bag, bro. He got moves. He finished at the rim tremendously. He's a poster waiting to happen. You feel me? Like, and he's only 22. Get the kid out there. Like, I feel like you earlier. Play the kids, man.
But again, I spoke to that on the podcast. I call up on Talking Nets. You know what I'm saying? Cool dude. Yeah, I mean, we running out these Nets fans. We running things out here. You know what I mean? So shout out to Talking Nets, man.
Cap.
But anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know. He was capping. They capping through off everything.
Nah, but yo, Pete, man, when it come down to, I forgot what you were saying. I was trying to say something. I was trying to make a point.
I was saying about playing. I said play the kids.
Oh yeah, I was saying that Nash in the first 41 games, and I said that on his voicemails. In the first 41 games, he played all of the rookies. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it was injury or not, these guys got a chance in the first 41 games. So in the second half of the season, looking at it from, trying to look at it from a coach perspective, he gave them a shot. He gave them a chance. Me, I feel like DDJ should have stayed. They sent him back to the G League, and I think they did that so they could give Javon Carter more minutes to see whether or not he's going to stay or be traded. So I think we get DDJ back. I think Paul Millsap is out of here for sure. He already had said he wanted to trade. Again, speaking of Nash, Day'Ron Sharpe and Kessler Edwards, they started like the last 10 games. They've been in the starting lineup from like maybe the last 5 to 7 games, to be specific. And it's worked out well. You know what I'm saying? Look, you across the bridge, you're a Knicks fan. You even notice Day'Ron Sharpe and what he does. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Knicks games too.
Yeah, and I feel like I credit Nash for that. Because trust me, I felt like they was there and they could help. So seeing them actually play and they really do help, it's like, all right, thank you, coach. It's like a relief. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, thank you, because I'm heavy on let's utilize who we have before we look for a trade. Everybody just make it seem like a trade is just so simple. It's not
and
that simple.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I was like, I don't want to trade. There's a simple solution.
I like what we doing, but I do see Bruce Brown, James Johnson, Paul Millsap, Javon Carter in those negotiations. They talking about Nick Claxton, Joe. They talking about Nick Claxton and Joe Harris, but nah, I don't think we trade Nick Claxton or Joe Harris. I think they stay Brooklyn Nets.
You know, my guy Kev is on the call up right now.
Oh yeah. Let's get it. Bring it.
Go ahead, Kev.
Yo, I just want to say two things, right? The first one, I'm going to say off rip. I think if Jericho Sims got more playtime, he would be the better player. He's way more athletic than Day'Ron Sharpe. And I think defensively, he would be the better player. Am I wrong, T-Tom?
I might have to agree with you, Kev.
Right. So, and number two, I want to know why we haven't spoken about the 5 out of 10 championships. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. The 5 out of 10 championships that you promised the Brooklyn Nets. Yo, where did you get that from, bro?
I can answer that. I can answer that. I can answer that. Y'all ready? Look, I'm gonna tell you.
They were gonna win 5 out of 10 championships. I cried, yo, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I was tearing up. That's how much I laughed when I seen that video.
Yeah,
he was so
laugh
real
to the
about
parade.
it. Yo, bro, he was so real about it.
Yo, bro,
you know,
I had to pull back the video to make sure I heard it right.
Yo, for real, bro. I kid you not, bro. I had to watch that video. Like 10 times to make sure I heard correct.
I'll explain how.
And each time I rewound it, I laughed even harder, bro. Oh, man, that was funny, bro.
Yo, that's hilarious. Yo,
I can speak to that.
We gonna give him a chance to answer that. You feel me?
All right, bro. Yo, love to both of y'all. Always got love for y'all. Knicks run the city, baby.
Yo, Kev, I see you. I see you. Game time. You already know the vibes.
All right, bro. Later.
Yeah, man.
You know, I always watch the games with my guys via face chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, y'all funny, man. What happened was I was on lunch and I had went to in front of the Barclays. You know, I usually do that. And those guys was out there and it was like, yo, we got a show on YouTube and we go all to different arenas where the NBA teams play and we interview fans. So, you know me, I'm like, oh, this is my chance. I was like, this is my chance. Lights, camera, action. So he was like, yo, what do you think about the Brooklyn Nets? I said, you don't ask. So he was like, when I said 5 out of 10, even he was like, shit. But I understand my enthusiasm. It came in the summertime before I knew Kyrie wasn't going to play. Before, you know, all of this mess, and we was just adding pieces. I think that's when we had got Bembry. We had just got Bembry. And I was telling Kev, yo, he's a good defensive player. Watch, he's going to be great. And he was calling him Bumbry. So I seen us starting to get players like Bruce Brown who can bring defense, and they're going to be surrounding the big three. So I was real confident, as you can see, you know, I was real enthusiastic, real confident. And yeah, man, I stand on that, man. I think we win this season for starters. For starters, I think we win this season. I think we go into the postseason all healthy, and nothing's going to stop us being all healthy when the postseason starts. I think we see the Brooklyn Nets, in this postseason, healthy, the entire postseason.
Yeah. I mean, one, I don't think y'all gonna win the championship this year. Even if y'all do make it out of even if y'all do make it out of the East, I don't see y'all beating Golden State in 7 games.
They slipped. They not even playing well. They might not even come out. The West.
Bruh, Clay is still getting healthy, and every time I watch him play, he's getting better and better.
So you see the West coming out the Golden State coming out the West.
Absolutely. And Draymond's been injured, so he hasn't been playing.
Right.
And Steph is struggling shooting. I don't see that lasting forever. You feel me? I don't see Steph. He's the greatest shooter of the NBA of all time. I don't see that lasting for the rest of the season. And I think he'll get back to his most 3-pointers made in NBA history ways. You feel me? Like You
Mhm.
add that with Clay slowly getting back into the groove of things, with Draymond going back to the way Poole's playing, to the way that Wiggins is playing, even though I don't think he should be an all-star. He's been playing really good this year. He's averaging 19 points. Like, bro, like he's averaging like 18, 4 and 4. Like, how is that all-star numbers? But anyway, he's playing pretty decent amongst the team. Like that whole team, Gary Payton the second is balling out crazy too. Like that whole team, their bench is really good.
So you
Like
agree, though? You agree? Because I think that was a snub. So I don't think Wiggins should have went over Cat. But I don't think Randall was an all-star this season either. I
absolutely not. He's not playing well enough. Like that's anybody could see that. You feel me?
KG, he's an all-star. Harden is an all-star. I can see that. Patty Mills, I debated it, but he's not an all-star over like a Bradley Beal or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So I see good play, but they don't make them an all-star. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you want your team leader to be an all-star, or at least be in the talks of it. And I
Listen,
feel like Randall got outplayed a lot versus these other forwards, like the other night versus Bam. Bam, you know what I mean? I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. I
I
didn't see
mean,
the game, to be honest. I don't even know
Bam
what
didn't
Bam did.
really. Bam, he had a great assist game, but Bam didn't really score. I feel like we did a pretty good job defensively against Bam on his
But
scoring.
but but speak to
But
that. Well, but Randall and top versus other top forwards. Do you think
so
he's the elite
I think
or
Randall. Be perfectly honest, Randall's get defended differently than all those guys. You feel me? I don't think nobody. It's rare. So like I'm gonna give you an example. This is something that I thought of earlier, and I said I was gonna say tonight.
sound like a cop out, man?
It's not. It's not. This is facts. You feel me? I remember there was a period where everybody started putting the quote unquote wall up against Giannis. Giannis started to struggle against that. What did they do? They made sure that teams couldn't put the wall up against him. You feel me? And they put nothing but knockdown shooters around Giannis. That
Mhm.
wall shit does not work against Milwaukee anymore. You feel me? Like,
Right.
and my point is, they're not putting up a wall against Julius. They're packing the paint. You feel me? Like
But
literally.
Evan was supposed to do
Hold on.
that. Did you say he was known for 3-pointers in the corner?
And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So we went out and got these guys that were supposed to be able to shoot, but they're not shooting well. So what teams are doing, they're continually doing the thing that works against Julius Randle. Randle, tablet down. And pull up your pants, young man. You're mooning everybody. Nobody wants to see your boxes, dog.
Sitting down. It just happened when I came up.
Yo, so every teams are doing the thing like Julius Randle, though he had a good 3-point shooting year last year, he wasn't taking that many threes. You feel me? Most of his game was done in getting into the paint with that fadeaway and going to the basket. They're taking that away from him this year. You feel me? They're taking that away from him this year by packing the paint, and there's not enough shooting around him to make teams fall out of that system. You feel me? That's where Julius Randle is struggling this year. Do I think he should find another way to score? Absolutely. I expect him to.
But that's the problem. Like you told me his strength is bully ball. But my thing is, then you say he do everything. So my thing is doing everything for Randall shows that he can do it, but it doesn't show that y'all can win like that. And
no,
I
see,
think that's the problem.
my thing is his strength is bully ball, but he can do a little bit of everything. He can shoot. He can pass, but you don't want him to have to do that all game. You feel me? Like this is why you brought in other guys that were supposed to help. I think Evan is supposed to be a key. Yeah, I was telling Kev in our group text. I like when Evan scores close to his last year's season average, we win every time. This is what we brought Evan here for. You feel me? We brought him here for that 18 points a game, and when he scores that, we usually win almost every time.
But how
Almost
many
every
times
time
does
he
he
scored.
have he did it? Yo, you know what? I never really gave him a fair shake, bro. Like on this show, I never went to his actual stats and see what he does while on the show. I always just tease him, right? I'm looking at his numbers right now. In his last 10 games, bro, it's not impressive.
Yeah, he been playing like shit.
It's okay. He got rightfully so. He do got 5 games where he scored double digits. But still, he scored 0 one game, 6 another game, shot 2 for 9, then another game shot 2 for 8, then 3 for 9 and 2 for 7. If that kind of money they paying him, they want him to be more consistent than 5 out of 10, bro.
Absolutely. And that all goes along with aggressiveness, bro. Like aggressiveness, mixing up your offense. Like Evan struggles with his offense is primarily focused on his 3-point shot. When he's going to the basket, hitting that little mid-range floater that he liked, you feel me? When he's doing stuff like that, hitting mid-range shots on the pull-up, that's when he plays well. But when he just, in the words of Walt Clyde Frazier, meandering on a 3-point line, you feel me? That's where he struggles.
Y'all play the Bucks tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's gonna be a rough game.
Yo, I hope y'all beat them, man.
Yeah, I hope so too.
You think y'all win that?
We usually play them pretty good. You feel me? So,
well, y'all played them this season, so far?
Yeah, we beat them my first time. They beat us the second time.
Okay, this game 3.
I think we played them 4 times. I'm not sure. They probably beat us the last 2 times.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So we usually play them pretty good. I was about to say it's like Kemba as well. Like when Kemba's not attacking, bro, it's hard to watch him on the court because it's like, yo, bro, like what are you doing? Like, don't you want to score the basketball, bro? Like, what's up?
Yo, I feel like, all right, Evan, right? They said versus Milwaukee, he played this the 3rd game. His percentage is 12%. He shoot bad versus Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? So if he shoot bad versus Milwaukee, that's make sure Randall it's easier to guard Randall because you might not even contend his 3 now because he's been cold all night. You could just double Randall or whatever. But I think that's what Randall was saying. I see why Randall was frustrated, bro. Yeah, I was saying, yo, Randall, he's cynical Randall. I'm saying it's because the pressure is getting to him and he's melting out there because he's upset at the offseason moves. I don't think he was happy with.
Bro, listen, bro.
Nah,
I'll tell you this.
I don't think he's happy with it, bro.
I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this. Name me one player in the NBA history that was happy when they were losing and struggling. Name me one. I promise you. Name me one.
No.
Because
that being said, I won't name you one. But I will say they can trade it after that. Players traded around an unhappy star.
Even if we look at, you know, if we look at this generation's greatest player, LeBron James, right?
Mm-hmm.
When his team is struggling and they're losing and he's not playing particularly well or he's playing well and they're still losing, LeBron James is pissed off. He walks off the court. He sits at the end of the bench. You feel me? Because one thing about Julius Randle that he's been consistent with ever since he got here is that he wants to win. You feel me? Like, that's what he's here for. And one thing that's been consistent with Julius Randle, whether it be his comments after the game or even watching the way he plays on the court, he wants them win no matter what that looks like. If that looks like
he wasn't even pulling up after the game. He was like skipping media day for 7 days straight.
So what he said is that the team made him unavailable. And that was his response. He's like, the team made me unavailable. That's it. You feel me?
PR person. They needed a PR person to clean up what he would have said, I guess.
No, he didn't say nothing else but that. Like, it wasn't a PR person. Who's to say that the team didn't make him unavailable? Because what you want to do as an organization is protect your star. You feel me? You know he's getting a lot of scrutiny. You know they're going to blame him for everything. Nah, hit the showers. We going to pay this fine, Playboy. Don't worry about it. We going to pay this fine.
That's one way to look at it. I respect that.
So back to what I was saying was, like I was saying, like LeBron James and all that, nobody's happy when it. One thing that he's been consistent with is the fact that he wants to win. And like I was saying, whether it's his comments or his play on the court, he's willing to win no matter what that looked like. Like if it involves him getting 10 rebounds and 8 assists and 10 points, he's willing to do that. Because you'll see the nights that RJ Barrett got it going, he's just giving RJ the ball. So go ahead. Even on the rare occasion this season when Evan has been hot, he's just been giving Evan the ball because at the end of the day, he wants to win no matter what that looks like. You feel me? But at the end of the day, him being the star of the team, he's going to get all of the scrutiny when they lose.
To speak to that, my thing is, yeah, but to take the decorations off, sometimes it's not that complicated. It's simple. You guys been missing free throws. So my thing is, why the coach ain't got them in the gym shooting to their arms as noodles? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Free throws? Come on, I feel it. Trust me. What happened to us with LaMarcus Aldridge the other night? And again, that's a veteran. We expect a veteran to knock down some clutch free throws for us to win the game. So when you lose the game because a veteran misses free throws, you can't be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fix that. That gotta be adjusted. We gotta work on that.
Speaking of losing games because of free throws, literally, our last, except for the Heat game, our last maybe like 4 games, the difference in margin of loss was the free throws missed.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, bruh.
No. I seen it. Kev, I seen him do a vlog, and y'all had lost by 2, but y'all missed 10 free throws.
Bruh, you feel me?
Like, that's crazy.
Same thing with that. That's the Cavs game. That was the Cavs game.
All right.
That was the Cavs game. Same situation with the Pelican game. If we make all our free throws in the Pelican game, we win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the game before that. When we lost to the Timberwolves, we lost by 2. If we make 3 of the 10 free throws we missed, we win that game.
So that's 2 games right there.
Bro, that's 3 games right there.
Okay, so no, look, before you go further, right? Let's talk about what 3 games mean to the standings, because it's crazy right now.
Yeah.
3 games. Say y'all win those 3 games, right? Y'all would be 26 and 23. 26 and 23 is good enough for 8th place.
Yeah, we definitely be at 8th place. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or the way it works, did y'all lose to any of these specific teams that's before y'all? Did y'all lose to the Wizards, Raptors, Celtics, or Hornets?
Hornets. I think the Hornets.
Y'all would have been in that mix. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is crucial, like you said. And that's more to my point when we discussed last week about the referees, and we could get into that.
Yeah.
That you said that, you know, if it's a ball organization, you know, they missed the playoffs because of the referees, this, that, and the third. All right, case in point is, right? My argument is the free throws is more relevant. You know what I mean? So now you add the refs, this is insult to injury. The refs missed the call for y'all to miss the call, and y'all don't get the foul. So now this is a situation where y'all do get the foul and y'all miss the free throws. Yo. So it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, this is not Nets or Nick.
That's not on the refs. That's on y'all.
This is not Net or Nick related, but it's about the refs. You remember the Clippers came back from 37 points or some shit like that, some wild number 35.
Okay.
The Wizards.
Okay. All right.
That 4-point play to seal the game wasn't a 4-point play. There shouldn't have been no foul. The referees, the NBA, put out a statement, you know, the 2-minute report, and the 2-minute report that says that shouldn't have been a 4-point play. There was no foul. And that 1 point is how they won the game. Like, bro, what does your and that's my point. What does your 2-minute report do for me?
To me, that's I think it's unacceptable. I think they gotta tighten up on that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think, me personally, because they do have referees watching in a studio booth, as well as they have the referees on the court. I think in those crucial moments, it should be more of a collaborative effort. You feel me? Like if there's a crucial foul at the end of the game, the guys in the booth is already, hey guys, oh wait, hold on. I think we need to look at this. You feel me? Like that, I think that's how they should do it. Like a crucial minute is a foul. Hold on before they shoot those free throws. Because you know it's always a process before the free throws get shot. Everybody take their time to line up. You know what I mean? Okay. That's enough time for a referee in a booth somewhere to look at the play 2-3 times and radio win to the guys on the court, hey, hold on. Think y'all guys should take a look at this foul.
Yeah.
So just to make sure that we're not costing, I don't know, maybe I'm just over, that's maybe OD. That might be a little bit OD, but we have to find a better way, especially in the closing moments of games, to make sure we're calling the right calls. I understand that human error is a part of the game. Same thing like baseball. They be like, somebody's like, I remember years ago, they was like, we should, get more of a electronical system to call the strikes in balls. But human error is a part of the game. Same thing with refs. Just like the ref being a part of the court.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's a part of the game, bro. So, but when it's in a crucial
but those replay cameras, all of that is necessary. That's why the coach challenge is necessary. Again, one of the best things the team could utilize is that coach challenge. You know what I mean?
But giving them one only that handicaps them. You feel me? Like,
but you still got to use it. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
But what I propose, what a lot of people propose, even a lot of commentators that we watch, they all propose the same thing. You start off with one, but if you get it right, you get to keep it. You feel me?
Yeah.
You get to keep it. Coaches will be more inclined to use their challenges if they know that they're right and then they get it right and still have a challenge. So now you can use it for a more crucial part of the game down the stretch. Coaches almost never call a challenge in the first 3 quarters. Like, they're always waiting for the fourth quarter. And then that also puts you in a weird spot too, because you need your timeouts in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. But
so you don't want to risk. You don't want to risk challenging, losing a challenge, and then losing a timeout.
Right. So again, to add to that, I feel like that's why I like coaches that aren't nonchalant. I want to see the coach jump up, get mad, tell that referee, look for that. That player's hooking my player, making my player look like he's fouling him, but he's fouling my player. Like, look for this and look for that. That's what, in my opinion, a good coach do. He's get the referee in to say, yo, look, y'all calling a foul on Kessler Edwards, but he playing good defense. Watch what that offensive player is doing because of this, that, and the third. I need the coach Nash to do that, and I see him getting a little more animated, and I like it. The more assertive Nash is, the better for the Brooklyn Nets.
I'll be scared for Coach Tommy T, man, because the way he be yelling at his age, I was like, yo, coach, you got to chill, bro. Like, he be cursing these refs out, bro. He be cursing.
No, to add to what you said, the referees, they have to be G League referees for them to be NBA referees. Yeah. And their opportunities, it comes from multiple things. So, and it's not necessarily they're going to get the call to the NBA. They might go to the WNBA. You know what I mean? And I guess, and they show the difference, like on what a referee makes per year and per game, and as far as experience and, the beginner level. And again, my thing is, how stringent is the process to become an NBA referee is what I was kind of looking for.
They've got to put in a lot of work, son. Because like I said it last week when we were talking about it.
It say professionals, referees have a really tough job in bold letters. In bold letters, bro. Tough job. Right.
Yo. But something else too that we don't talk about, because everybody's talking about how rough of a year it's been for the referees. This year I've seen more new referees than I've seen in my whole entire life. And we've been talking about all the players dealing with COVID protocol. The refs been dealing with COVID protocol too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of these referees that I'm seeing at these games, and I'm like, I've never seen that person before.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, and as an avid sport fan, a diehard, who the NBA referees are. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, cause I was on the live, the with the fellas, not alive. I was doing the Zoom, a video chat with the fellas while he was watching the game, and one
Okay.
of the referees that was refereeing the Knicks game, I was told him, I was like, oh, he hates the Knicks. You feel me? Like every time I watch him ref the Knicks, like he be calling the most BS that I've ever seen. And I just said that to say, you know the refs when you are a diehard fan, and I've seen more new refs this season than I've seen ever in my whole entire life. You feel me? So that's all. And and you hear the commentators talk about all the rookie referees that's in the league this year.
Yeah. No, again, a lot of people got their call because of COVID. Let's call it what it is. You know, this guy, he had to call out sick, COVID. All right, you got to come up. You know what I'm saying? And I found it. They said, what do you need to be a referee in the NBA? You need the love for basketball. I mean, this isn't the technical, but the love for basketball knowledge. This is what I want to say. Thick skin and short memory for those controversial calls. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be able to somebody barking at you. Why you ain't give me that call? You know, as a referee, it was wrong to give him that call. He just a superstar's doing that because he wanted to make the shot, but he missed the shot. He tried to get the and one, but you know what I mean? You got to have a thick skin. So before all those other qualifications that school and this and that, they even tell you right here, you got to have a thick skin.
To coincide with that, it was a game where Taj was thrown out super quick, right?
I remember that game.
Bruh, he got the tech, and usually after you get the first tech, the ref will let you, let that steam off. Bruh, he didn't give Taj no room for nothing. And that goes with having a thick skin and not being used to being an NBA ref. You feel me? Like everybody knows, like even the commentators, like he was looking to throw Taj out, like because most of the time after they get the tech, they'll turn their back and start walking away. You feel me? But he was like he was just staring Taj down, and then he gave him another tech. That's not having a thick skin.
Right. No. And also with the thick skin, it says short memory. Like in that situation, player getting you hot because he mad at a play or whatnot, right? Last play. You supposed to be understanding of that. You know what I'm saying? And it says for those controversial calls, like it specifically say thick skin and short memory for those controversial calls. They also ask to have patience, good physical shape, because you got to play 48 minutes. It ain't like the players where you get a timeout. You got 48 minutes back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Good vision, quick decision making skills, and good observation skills. So I think the patience speaks to letting the play develop. You know, you might see a little friskiness. You don't got to call it right away because, it's a physical game and they get intense and they men. So you know what I mean? You don't want to call ticky-tack fouls. I think that's what that speaks to. Good vision to make the call. I like the 3 referees. I like that. Because, you got I think a baseline referee and 2 sideline referees, right? To my knowledge. That's what it is. Well, but yeah, they say you gotta go to school for it, for real. You gotta have a basic education, but nothing crazy. You could have a high school diploma, you could go to college as well. You gotta learn the game. You know what I mean? Physical training, again, mental training.
That's what I was looking for. My fault.
What's up?
You said something earlier about being in shape and running up and down, and that's why I used to be so amazed with his name is so pause worthy, Dick Bavetta.
Okay.
Remember that real old referee?
Yeah.
The old white guy?
Yeah.
Bruh, he's 82 right now.
Okay.
I think he just retired like 2 seasons ago, right before COVID or something like that, right?
I believe so. I would have to follow up on that.
Anyway, he was in his late 70s refereeing a whole entire NBA game.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing.
Yeah. The NBA, they, in my opinion, they could be trailblazers when it comes down to it. They got 5 female referees too. I speak their names real quick out of respect. It's 1 Lauren Holtkamp, 2 Simon Jelks, 3, Ashley Moya Gleach. I think that's the one that Luca was flirting with. Ashley Moya Gleach.
Yeah.
The 4th, Natalie Sago, and the 5th, Jenna Schroeder. So the NBA has, I think, 75 referees.
Yeah.
And 5 of them are females.
That's what's up. And one more thing about my man Bavetta. He from Brooklyn, son.
No, 6 females, not 5. Oh, he from Brooklyn?
Yeah. He a Brooklynite.
Okay.
Went to St. Francis College and all that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, since we're doing that, yo, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Whammy. His birthday is February 1st. I won't see you until next week. He's a dope fan. He's always at the Nets games. I'm hoping guys miss free throws. Waving his own. So, he's one of the best fans. Me even calling myself big fan Breezy, I always think of him because he's like one of the biggest fans that the Nets have. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mr. Whammy. Happy birthday. And I wish you many more. Word. But yo, listen, it feels good to know that we got 2 All-Stars. You know what I mean? You guys got 0, man. And you know what's funny about the Knicks is that even though your team is what it is, player for player, those are high draft picks. Rose was a high draft pick. Quickly was a high draft pick. Randall was a high draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, your team is loaded with high draft picks, bro. You know what I mean? When you look at them on paper, you would think they would play better. You know what I mean?
Well, Rose hasn't played in a long time, so there's that.
How many games he missed since his injury? I gotta know.
Out, he was estimated to be out about 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So
Joe Harris got to get a second opinion. He was supposed to come back for the LA game on the 25th. Yeah.
So and everybody know that he's a integral part to our team. You feel me? And especially with the second unit, how important he is. If you look at the margin of losses in our most recent games, you add Derrick Rose's points per game average to that. Those are wins, all of them. You feel me? All of them, every last single one of them. But that's a very important part. You feel me? Like, but we do have a few people who drafted high. You feel me? But you also gotta also remember that 2 of those guys are kind of on the end of their careers. You feel me? Like that being Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker. Julius Randle, he was a high draft pick. And RJ Barrett is starting to show that why he should have been picked number 3. You feel me? Like why he deserved it. He's finally starting to show that. But as a team, as a whole, we haven't been consistent. You feel me? Because the games that the starting 5 play well, the bench has been playing poor. And when the games where the bench is playing well, the starting 5 play poor. I think something needed. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Something just need to be shook up. That's it. Got to shake up the lineups. That's it.
Yeah. Yo, listen. And again, speaking to our prior conversations, y'all could go watch the podcast prior. And I didn't agree with you. You said, yo, we're not doing what. And 2 things I wanted to say. One, this is a freaky season, man. This has got to be one of the first seasons I've seen this many teams been in first place. Washington been in first place. The Knicks been in first place. The Nets been in first place. The Heat been in first place. The Bulls been in first place. Yo, that's 5 different teams that been in first place from the start of the season. And I don't think I missed. I don't think the Sixers, Bucks, Hornets, or Celtics ever was. I know the Knicks were. JJ made note of that. 4-1. I can't forget it. No, but that's it. I think 5 different teams have first place in the Eastern Conference thus far. That's interesting, man. It's very close right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, that first 6 is it's a 2-game difference between the first seed and the 6th seed.
Oh, it is something I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So, like you always say that you don't always agree with every Net fan, and I feel the same way with every Knick fan, right? Especially Knick fans, geez, because they be wilding. You feel me? Like, so it's been a cry for a select few. I wouldn't say a select few, a nice amount of Knick fans talk about we should trade Julius Randle. This is the most dumbest thing you could do in the world, and this is what I want to talk about. This is the dumbest thing you could do in the world. Why would you trade Julius Randle? Like, and and think about this
Morale.
as a Knick fan. I don't think it's morale. I think everybody on the team likes Julius Randle. You feel me? Like, I don't think there's a morale thing. Everybody on the team has openly came out in support behind Julius Randle. So, like, I don't think it's a morale thing. I think Knick fans are just frustrated, and because one, their expectations were too high. I think a lot of Knick fans act like we was going to go to the championship this year, which wasn't the expectation.
But you made a bet to be 3 through 5, right? That's not too high.
Yeah, that's my expectation. But I'm not calling for Julius Randle to be traded. So that's my point. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you why this is stupid to try to trade Julius Randle or to trade Julius Randle. What other superstar would ever want to sign here? Just think about that. The man came here, said he wanted to be here, took less money to stay here, and he's struggling. And the first thing you do, you don't even give him the whole season. You trade him halfway through the season. You don't think other superstars will look at that and be like, I'm not going there? Like, so you mean to tell me
it's the big city tough? You know that. This is a tough town.
If I go there and I sign a contract, I try to settle down and want to build something with this organization, the first sign of me having some struggle, they're gonna boot me out of town? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh man.
That doesn't make any sense. And especially, like, I granted, I'm not saying Julius Randle is perfect. He's had a lot of flaws this season, and I've been crucial of his flaw. I've been crucial of his flaws as well. But what doesn't make sense is trading him. But I'm also not going to ignore what I see that he's doing well, which is letting R.J. Barrett grow into his role as the future leader of this team. Because Julius Randle could have easily seen R.J. Barrett flourishing and start shooting a million shots.
Oh, Ty, what up, Ty?
He don't call a regular show, but he called now.
All right. Yo, hold on. I got you, Ty. He want to ask you a question too. Go ahead, T-Ty. Go ahead, Ty.
Yo, T-Ty, I got a question. How Javon Carter got more All-Star votes than Fournier, Randle, and Kimba? What's up with that?
So is Javon Carter going to the All-Star game?
It don't matter, but he still got more votes.
It does matter. Like, who cares who get more votes and don't go? He still got more votes
than French Fry, okay? He still got more votes than Kemba Walker.
Where does that go down in the history books that Javon Carter got more All-Star votes? Next season, it won't even matter.
He still got more votes. He got more votes than Fournier. He got more votes than Fournier. He got more votes than Randle.
Look. Why does that even matter? You're not even talking about how KD and Harden is going to the All-Star game and Randle's not. That makes more sense of an argument.
All I want to know is,
look, you learning from Big Fan Breezy, bro. You asked me a question and you won't even let me answer it. You asked me a question and I can tell you, a Big Fan Breezy Jr. You asked me a question and won't let me answer it. Let me answer it. You're not even talking about, like, I would have to tip my hat. You talk about KD and Harden going to the All-Star game and not Julius Randle. You're talking about. You're still not letting me talk. You still not letting me talk. So now we talking about something that nobody will even remember next season. Next season, only you. Nobody else will be talking about Javon Carter. Nobody else will be talking about Javon Carter got more All-Star votes than
French fry
Evan.
Fournier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody
so I
was
want
gonna
to know
care about
the
this.
person that's
But what you should be talking is about how you dropped from first place to fifth
I'm gonna
place.
say
That
every
should
year
have been a
how
question you should have been
Carter got
asking.
more votes than French fry Fournier.
And I told you it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Ah,
matter.
yo, thanks for calling up, Ty. You baked him, man.
No, he didn't. Don't. Why you capping? Why you capping? All
We
he did
not.
was all he did is repeat himself. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares about people who don't go to the All-Star game votes? Like, who cares about that?
But with Evan, I think he spoke to the fact that Evan is expected to play better than a Javon Carter, way better than a Javon Carter. Like
Exactly.
that's what his point was.
He's playing like crap. The people who would vote for Evan are Knicks fans, and Knicks fans are not feeling Evan right now.
I know, but
So
what you
so like,
said, we're in fourth
yeah,
place. We're in fourth place, but listen, that could happen. We could be in first place in the next 2 games. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's
bro.
going to stay like this for the rest of the season. I'm gonna be honest. I
The
don't think
last
it's
thing
going
I
to
want to
change.
say about Ty West's question: Andrew Wiggins is in the All-Star game, and Cat is not. So what does it really matter that he got more votes? Cat should be in the All-Star game over Andrew Wiggins, and this is a
Yeah, I
fact.
agree with that.
So this is why I say it doesn't matter about Javon Carter getting more votes than Evan Turner, because Evan Turner, Evan Fournier, because Evan Fournier is still a better player than Javon Carter.
I probably
Even
wish
as
I had
bad as he's
Evan
been
Turner.
playing, he's still a better player than Javon Carter. So there's
But he
that.
ain't expected to do what Evan's supposed to do for the Knicks ain't what Javon Carter supposed to do for the Nets. Like, they're not even close.
I'm not saying it is, but what I'm saying is, one, Knicks fans are not going to vote for Evan to go to the All-Star game. That's not going to happen. You feel me? And two, it doesn't matter because Andrew Wiggins went over Cat, and that's my point. Why it don't really matter, because it's fan based. You feel me? Like
I hear you.
fan based. Like, but yeah, there's that. So I digress on that.
Nah, I hear you, man. I feel like, again, speaking to the standings, we gotta win games for us to. There's no comfort zone in the standings. You know what I mean? We're in fourth place, but that could easily be sixth place.
Y'all
And
about to drop to fifth by tomorrow.
and it's hard to say what'll happen. I mean, you guys got help by beating the Bucks, so hopefully that happens. You know what I mean?
Now,
Because
y'all gonna lose
if
to the
y'all
Warriors. Y'all gonna lose
no
to the
no
Warriors,
no 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 no,
and
but
the Sixers gonna pass y'all.
no, the standings change tonight depending on who wins. If the Bucks win, we're gonna be in fifth place without
No,
playing the game
no.
because they're gonna have
It,
31 wins.
but if y'all lose tomorrow, the Sixers y'all still gonna be in fifth place because the Sixers is above the Bucks.
No.
And
What I'm saying is, do the
the
Sixers even play
Sixers,
tonight?
no, they don't play tonight. But if you lose tomorrow, I hear what you're saying. I get that part.
I'm
So it
saying it's
don't
a
matter
Buck
if we,
game on now, like
yeah.
tonight.
But what I'm saying is,
That's why it
whether
matters.
but tomorrow y'all gonna lose against the Warriors, and the
Nah,
Sixers is gonna go
nah.
above y'all. Y'all think y'all gonna beat the Warriors?
Yeah, yeah, they're not even playing well. And if Draymond Green not there, they're
Bro,
not the same team without Draymond Green.
they've been playing
And
well enough. They've been
playing
playing
well
well
enough for
enough.
what are they in their last 10 games? Talking about
Six and
playing.
four, 6 and 4,
Okay, 6-4. They
6 and
won their
4.
last 4, so they playing good basketball. But
Yeah,
yeah, we still got a chance. We still got
yeah.
a chance. We got every team come to compete.
Listen,
Trust
man.
me, the Hornets is beating teams that people didn't think they would beat. They just whooped the Bucks the other day. You know what I'm saying? So when the last time have the Hornets been beating the Bucks? This season is a special competitive. Everybody's competing in the Eastern Conference, bro.
Yeah.
This is one of the most competitive Eastern Conference
All
standings
right.
I've
So
seen in a
and
while.
this is what I'm saying. Considering what they did to y'all with KD on the court, the last time y'all played, you remember that, right? It was
I
crazy.
remember last game.
They were chanting MVP for Steph Curry in the Barclays. I know you remember.
I know what I wanted to say.
So
I'm gonna say it.
seeing how they whipped y'all, KD in the lineup, you don't think they're gonna whip y'all with KD not in the lineup?
Nah. I think that we have to adjust without KD, and tomorrow is a game that we prove. And I think that James Harden plays with his chip on his shoulder, especially compared to Curry, because Curry, he just got number 1 for 3-pointers this season. And respectfully, Harden is number 4, climbing that rank, and he might be number 3 by the end of this season. And I think he feels like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder because he's constantly being overlooked when spoke. And the superstars who runs the NBA, who's the best, he's being overlooked because his accolades. He don't have a championship. And I think he's playing like, yo, I want that validation. I want that shit. And I think he shows that tomorrow versus Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Like,
bro,
we
the thing about the Warriors,
they could be beat. The Warriors could be beat.
Everybody could be beat, bro. They lost 13 times this season. Everybody could be beat.
Yeah. They get 14 could be
bro,
good.
that whole team is playing well. The whole team.
Mm-hmm.
Whole team. Yeah. Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, Clay is back. Clay's back. He's playing pretty decent in his limited time. You feel me? Like, and he's not even playing like normal minutes. That he's been playing decent. Gary Payton, the second, playing decent.
Yeah.
Like the whole team.
Right, but no, just we coming to compete. We coming to compete.
I'm not saying you're not going to compete. I'm saying that they're going to win. That's what I'm saying. They're going to win. Because looking at what they did to y'all the first time with KD, y'all playing worse without KD. Now, y'all playing the same team that put a whipping on y'all and y'all on your own home court. Y'all going to their home court without your best player. I don't see y'all winning.
Of course not. Y'all 23 and 26. Y'all don't see winning a lot at all. I feel like we got a healthy team going into Golden State. We got Nick Claxton back, Day'Ron Sharpe back. We got everybody back but Millsap, Harris, and Kevin Durant. We got everybody's healthy besides KD and Harris. And Millsap really didn't get a lot of minutes for him to be effective as a Brooklyn Nets for the most part. So again, I feel like with a healthy roster, hell yeah, we go in there. We one of the best role teams in the league. We second behind Phoenix. We like 17-6. So we have a chance because we compete on the road better than we do at home. So yeah, we got a better chance of winning on the road. As a matter of fact.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not buying that BS. I think
that's the truth. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. We play better on the road.
I'm not buying that BS. That's not going to help. That's not going to help against the Warriors, bro.
They ain't got Draymond Green. We got Day-Day. We got Day-Day, and they ain't got Draymond Green. Trust me, we good.
Draymond is
and you don't want to bet me, man. I don't want to take your money, man, because I bet you and Rocco. I took y'all. I could have took your money. I didn't want to take your money, but if you bet me this time,
I'm not betting you about the Warriors. I'm not doing that. That's not my team. Like, why would I do that? Yeah. Why would I do that? And
I will bet on that game. I'll probably bet on that game. I might FanDuel and bet that game.
You gonna lose your money? Yeah, you did.
I ain't lose to no Knicks fan. I ain't lose no bet to no Knicks fan. That's for sure.
Did you take Kev bet yet?
What's Kev bet? It's a playoff bet. He's in violation of making bets versus a team where he got to make the playoffs to be in that conversation.
Here we go. That sounds like an excuse to me.
It's not like y'all in what place?
That sounds like an excuse to me.
Bro,
that sounds like an excuse.
Y'all in 11th place. How could y'all make a playoff bet?
That has nothing to do with Kev's bet. Nothing to do with it.
Somebody want to bet me that y'all make the playoffs?
That has nothing to do with Kev's bet.
I don't validate Kev's bet until it's not a post game. He not in the playoffs to talk about the playoffs. You said y'all was going to be 3 through 5, and y'all have no credibility to y'all bets. Y'all just make outlandish bets that y'all can't hold.
You're talking about everything except for Kev's bet. You talk about the Knicks being in the playoffs, and Kev's bet has nothing to do with the Knicks being in the playoffs.
Like, exactly. So why make me a bet when I already did you how I did you?
Because it's about your
team.
I did Rocco what are you talking about? Look, that is about your team, and you're so confident y'all going to win a championship. That's why you take Kev's bet.
You heard what I said in the clip. 5 out of 10.
Bro, listen. All I'm saying is I hear a lot of excuses of why you're not taking Kev's bet. You talk about everything else except for why you won't take Kev's bet.
I'm the one who make the bets now. I'm the captain now.
No,
I'm the
no,
one who won the last two bets. I'm the captain. I'm
sounds
making
scared to
the
me.
bets now. So that's
Sounds
how it's
scared
going
to
to go.
me. No, that sounds scared to me. That
Nah,
sounds scared to me. That sounds
nah.
scary.
We'll
That's
see.
why they call it scary hour vlogging. I see. It's
Nah,
scary
that's
over
scary
there.
hour vlogging because I pull
It's
up while Knicks
scary
fans
over
is
there,
tucked in,
bro.
wishing they could get a win.
Look,
Because y'all
listen.
been,
And I
bro,
remember,
oh my goodness. I
and
can't believe this.
I remember Kev making a bet too. You was talking about how y'all gonna win a championship and how confident you are about y'all winning the championship. So Kev said, "So bet. Let's make a bet then. If y'all win a championship,
He's talking to me. He's talking to somebody else. He's talking to Ty West. And then some way or another, he wanted to make me a bet. I told him, don't
now
make
it didn't
postseason
go
bets
like
with
that
me
because
when
that
y'all
bet
not
was
going to
direct.
the
That
postseason.
bet was directly towards you being so confident you going to the championship. Directly towards you.
I don't. And that was after I came off my winning streak of 2 bets with you and Rocco, and I was feeling good.
Listen,
And then
again,
he wants to make a bet, but y'all gotta play
again.
better for him to make that
Yo,
bet. Make me a
that
bet.
has
This is the
nothing.
Nets versus Knicks on February
That
16th. Why do you want
that's
to
not
make
the.
a bet that got nothing to do with the Knicks? It's
It
not a
sound like
direct
it
bet
sound
with
very.
me to
It
the
sounds very
Knicks.
scary. It sounds very scary. That's
What
all
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
is, no, what I'm
It sounds
saying is
very scary.
2 things before we leave. What I said prior was, and I forgot, and now remember, is when I was talking to you, not Kev, you was like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll get it together, this and that. And this was early in the season when y'all went on y'all first slump. And I'm saying, I never denied that. I said that it might not matter because it's going to be so competitive. And I think right now, I'm looking at what it is. Like you could say only 8 games out of first, but bro, those 8 games that's not easy to win those 8 games. Just win it and then be in first. Like it's not that simple. Like to just go on a win streak. The biggest win streak was early in the season with I think the Phoenix Suns, and they went on some crazy win streak, like 20 something games or something, or 17 or something like that.
So,
And that
so
was
this
it.
is
After that, it
so
got
this is what
tight.
I was. This is what I'm saying, right? The we when I was saying that I was worried, a little worried now because I just don't not comfortable with the way that you know the rotations are working right now, and the
Yeah.
play as of the team. But what I was saying is like we sit like out of my bet that I made that with a Brooklyn Net fan that had nothing to do with the Brooklyn Nets, but I was confident in what I was saying, so I made the bet. But anyway, uh, we're 6 games out of that 5th seed, right? 6 games. Now we would literally have to turn it around right now. Not saying it was going to be an easy thing to do, like to get into that 5th seed, but is it possible? Absolutely. You feel me? Because again, we're going to play a lot of these teams again that we have to pass. You feel me? And those are the games we're going to have to win. We're
So
going to
who
play a
took
lot
your
of these teams.
spot? Oh, this is the month. I remember you was like, the toughest month is February.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about to get
That's
crazy.
true.
It's
Ain't
about to get
nothing,
crazy.
nothing more true than that. Now we looked at so we'll just do from today to next Friday. We got the Warriors, we got the Suns, we got the Kings, and a back-to-back Tuesday to Wednesday from the Suns and the Kings. See, that's gonna be tough to win. You know what I'm saying? Because you traveling from Phoenix to Sacramento, it's just tough. But we play good. So okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 games before. Well, the 4th game is Friday and it's at 9 o'clock, so we won't know until after that show. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and say with Day'Ron Sharp back, we win that Jazz game in a squeaker. Kings game, that could be tricky because of that back to back. I think we really try to beat Phoenix. I see us being 3-4 realistically. I feel like we beat Golden State. I feel like we 3-4. I see 3 out of 4, maybe 4 out of 4. I'm always optimistic though, for real.
I see y'all 1 out of 4.
Okay.
One
You've
out of
been
four.
playing. Okay. Well, now let's go to the Knicks schedules for next week and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with the Knicks for next
Yeah,
week.
we got it's crazy for us. You know what I mean? I ain't going to lie to you. So today, so today we got the Bucks. You feel me?
Oh my
Monday we
goodness.
got the Kings. Wednesday the Grizzlies. Saturday the Lakers. Oh well, we doing only up until Friday, right?
Yeah. Well, Saturday, whatever.
Yeah, Saturday we got the Lakers. You feel me? I kind of like our chances against the Bucks tonight. I feel like we played them tough. It really
Okay.
depends on, to me it really depends on Coach Tommy T and the rotations this whole trip. You feel me?
Mhm.
If Coach Tommy T switches up the rotations, I feel confident that we could beat the Bucks. I think the last time we played the Bucks, Mitch was hurt. Bobby Portis went off.
Mhm.
Mitch is healthy. I don't see Bobby Portis going off this game. And that was, to me, that was the big difference in the win, is the fact that Bobby Portis went off.
Yeah, I think he had 18 in the first, something crazy.
Yeah. The Kings, I'm confident that we could beat the Kings. Grizzlies, the way Ja Morant is playing right now, that's an eyebrow raiser, son. That boy is balling out of control.
Who?
Ja Morant.
Oh yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
nah. I know that he was going to do that. Last season, he was mad he missed the All-Star game,
Yo,
and he spoke to that this season, like early.
the one thing I do know, they better not start Evan and Kemba in the backcourt against Ja Morant. It don't make sense. Like, it don't make sense. Like, it's almost act like, yo, please cook us.
Right.
Please cook us. We putting out two of our worst defenders to guard you, sir. Like,
For real.
so, and that's what I'm saying about, um, it's all about Coach Tommy T's rotation. Saturday we play the Lakers. The Lakers are a hit or miss team.
Yeah.
You feel me? Either they gonna show up or they not. You feel me? And I feel the same way about us. So
But that's what's, yo,
that's a coin toss on my end. You feel me? Like, that's a coin
yeah.
toss. So if you ask me honestly what I think our record is gonna be, I'll say 2-2. That's 4 games. One,
Okay.
two, three, four. I think
Oh,
we come 500 out of this trip.
that's a strong prediction right there. I
Yeah,
respect
two and
it.
two. Yeah, but yo, it's 9 o'clock. I'm about to start getting ready so I could, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, this was fun, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. And my closing thoughts, I want to say, watch out for our rookies. They're gonna be a big reason. I see y'all heard me coin them the next big three. So remember that I said that. And
Oh
next
yeah,
we're in
I'm not gonna
fourth,
forget.
right? We're in fourth place right now. I think next week we hold fourth place or go up or north. Fourth or north or fourth. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So yeah, that's how I conclude the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Mama say, Mama Sama Maku Sai. Y'all know what it is. Know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. We be back next week. And we're not in the studio today because of the snow. You know what I mean? So hopefully all of y'all be safe. It was supposed to be some winter weather, snow blizzard advisory. So please be safe. And I want to say rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi and the
You
other
already.
passengers on the helicopter. They came and the Lakers, they won that game. And yeah, love you, Kobe. Love, you know what I'm saying? You inspire players like they was talking about this too. You inspire players like Cam Thomas. He wears number 24 because of you. You know what I mean? So, you live on in
Yo, listen, man.
basketball forever.
RIP to the Black Mamba. I need you to pay a visit to your boy Julius Randle. He needs you right now, son. He needs you right now. You know what I mean? Pay a heavenly visit to your boy Julius Randle. You know what I mean? Whisper in his ear some
Kobe was
inspiration.
telling him you gotta work for it. You gotta
You
earn
feel
it.
me? Whisper
Work
some
harder.
inspiration. You feel me? Uh, but yeah, RP to the Black Mama and Baby Gigi. You already know the vibes.
Yeah.
My closing thoughts is Tim's got to shake up these damn rotations, man. It's just that simple.
Do you
Uh,
see that? Let's do this. Do this. Well, yeah, do this. Let's do this together. Do you see y'all climbing the standings from 11 seed next week to whatever?
all depends on the rotations. If we stick with the same things that we've been doing, we're probably going to drop. Atlanta just won tonight. You feel me? So technically, right now we in 12th. You feel me? Because Atlanta just won. So again, it all depends if we change it up. Like yo, me and the guys. Shout out to all my guys. JJ Jackson, I see you in the building. Or me and the guys when we watching the games, we all say the same thing. Like, yo, what's up? Like,
y'all coming outside today? Y'all vlogging after the game? I'm pulling up.
I'm going live after the game. I got people outside.
Yeah, let's get it.
I did my last vlog. People are hitting me up talking about how much they appreciate my content and they want to be a part of the lives and stuff. So, you know, I got to pull up. Know what I mean? I got to pull up. But yeah, and it just so happened that I'm already in the crib. Like, I'm already situated. Everything is set up. So it's like it's easy to just be like, all right, let me just go right back to where I was. But yeah, let's go Knicks. Hopefully we get this dub tonight. Hopefully Coach Tommy T,
let's go Knicks.
You know, have a short leash when it comes to Evan and Kemba and Alec. Let the younger guys play. And I feel like if we do that, we win games, bro. Like let Cam Reddish play, bro. Like he has all the skills and he has all the attributes that you want in a player. Like, you know, I'm gonna say this last thing, then I'm out of here. We've been preaching that. We love the switchability of Alec Burke and between them and Kemba and bruh, you have a bigger version of Alec Burke on the bench, which is Cam Reddish. Son is a legit 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bruh, what? Play this man. You talking about being able to guard 1 through 3, even 1 through 4 effectively? That's Cam Reddish. With an offensive bag, could get to the rim, finish with both hands, a decent mid-range jumper. He's an improved three-point shooter. So why are we going to sit here and watch Alec Burke score 0 points for 3 quarters? When you got a younger, taller, more athletic version.
Fourth quarter. What happened?
Bruh, he was for most of the season until this last stretch. You feel me? But my thing is, if the player's not, this is true. And so did Julius Randle. They ain't getting no sleep when they at home, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Yo, listen, y'all wifeys got to understand when y'all come home, y'all got to sleep in the other room, bro. Y'all need y'all Z's, bro. You feel me?
I'm gonna tell you right now. That shit don't mean nothing, bro. As when you got a newborn, the woman excludes the. They don't care about that. They want a break. They want their time to relax. They will need their R&R as well. Trust me, I speak to it because I know it from experience. Listen, ain't none of that. Okay, nah, you gotta get on dad duty. Julius Randle could have just came from a back-to-back. That duty
man.
when you get home.
Yo,
Trust me, man. It's like that.
Man, the circumstances are a little bit different, man. They bring home a lot of bacon. You feel me? And the way they bring home a lot of it's different.
So they can't make excuses. Randall can't make no excuses for how bad
I'm not making excuses. It was a joke, but I'm just saying theoretically, right? If our livelihood is predicated on how well I do on the basketball court, I'll be dead when I'm up in the morning. But I need these 8 hours. You feel me? I'll be dead when I'm up. Because if not, the next check ain't gonna look as fat. You feel me?
No, we'll see, man. We'll figure out y'all need Scooby-Doo and the mystery machine to figure out how y'all gonna get y'all next win, man.
I think what I said is the answer. Quicken Grimes to the starting lineup. Evan and Kemba to the bench. You feel me? We'll win. Just like that. Until Derrick Rose get back. And then you have a bigger problem to discuss with Derrick Rose and Kemba in the backcourt. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yo,
let's see.
We out of here. Thank everybody for pulling up.
See
y'all next week.
Yup.
You already know the vibes.
Yeah, stay safe, man.
T-Time Big Fan Breezy with Who Run the City. You already know. Y'all.
Yeah, let's run the city.